Okay guys, Dr. M3 here, coming to you from the Walnut Invitational of the Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix 2015. And you have an awesome set of cars here. It's been a little bit overcast today, but you know, lots of people out, lots of spectators, and some great cars. You have some vintage cars here from the 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s, some old Porsches. And you're going to see some older cars and some newer cars as well. So we're going to walk down and walk through essentially memory lane of the Vintage Grand Prix. So this is a really interesting GTR. It's a pewter color. The Isetta, of course, is a classic. We've seen this at the Vintage Grand Prix many a times. And older Chevrolets here. You guys are well aware of my i8, and we're going to take a better look at this. So the interesting thing is with the i8 compared to mine, when you're in the white, you see the blue accents that's actually on the car. It's a little different. And you see all the blue accents around the car. This has the white interior, which is really, really impressive. Blue seat depths as well. A lot of history to this car. This car is a Corvette, actually, that raced in many races over the years. Just an amazing car, beautiful shape, loud, and we have the Aventador. Kind of strange that I said it, Aventador, but hey, that's how you do it. We have the 458 Italian. One of my favorites is the Espada. So the cool thing about the Espada is it's a four-door saloon from Lamborghini, and the rear seats are actually pretty decent-sized rear seats. It's also interesting to see some of the Italian design in the car that's next to it, which is the Pantera. So we're going to go and take a look at that. And you can see how amazing this car is. It's beautifully done, beautifully Modena. We have an old Alfa Romeo here as well. And again, you can see the old classic 50s design between these cars. GTB here. And actually one of my favorites. It's a Lamborghini would not be Lamborghini without the Countach. And this is not an anniversary edition. It has some of the things that are a little bit like the anniversary edition. But again, you can see the really radical design that even to this day. The thing about these cars, I showed you one earlier, is, you know, that porthole window, the classical teal interior, and you look like you're on a ship because you have that circular windows. And in fact, this roof entirely comes off. So something so classic about the Thunderbird really changed, and just impressive to see the T-Birds as you go through the generations. Just absolutely amazing. The more modern version, and frankly, if you look at it, I do prefer the older car for sure.
What is that little thing?
Log. It's a Studebaker, very classic car. We've seen this one before, fully restored. Great interior. Just take a look at that shift knob and the cosmetic kit for, you know, your wife and lady. That's what she would be doing. So our interview there was interrupted by crazy rain. So if you look up in the sky, you'll see that it's been overcast all day. But again, if you look around, you can see that it's just filled with spectators, all interested in these cars. So anyway, moving right along, we've got a Ford Mustang GT Plymouth. And again, guys, take a look at this. This is how simple and mechanical these engines were back in the 30s, 20s, 30s, and 40s. Just amazing. Continental, and some of these older cars. This one I think is it's a Hudson. Don't know as much about them. A few other. It's an old Mercedes, and you're going to see some Ford Model Ts. Now, so this one is a Packard actually, and so take a look at these rims. Amazing, big they are from all the Packard Motor Company, and just sort of pretty crazy how these things are. Even take a look at the headlights back then. Amazing. This is one of our Cars and Coffee. I'm actually going to be doing a review on this car for the channel. This car has been campaigned and is in many, many magazines. Very unique interior. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that car. You get to hear a Ferrari. Like birthday gift. Yeah. That sort of stuff. And so for those of you who are subscribers to the channel, you know, a lot of you subscribe for the supercars, but if you know me, I like all cars, anything automotive and mechanical. And you can see this Mustang has been modified significantly here. Pretty interesting, a lot of custom work, and pretty nice. And again, that's what it's all about, right? In the car family, it is the love of cars, regardless of what it is. And so hopefully, I can sort of cultivate this culture of tolerance, and that we, you know, respect and love all the cars that we come across. You know, Hemi, kind of cool. Look at the wallflower on the dash. That's kind of neat. And what do? You just use a very simple umbrella, right? Really cool. This is pretty cool. A mini pickup truck. Isn't that cool? That is pretty classic. You've seen this car, Herbie. Beautiful car. Old Jag. Oh, the CL 2.3, just an Alpina car. Beautiful, rare BMW for sure. So this car here is, again, one of those classic. This car will be a classic. This is a Porsche 911 GT3. This is a 4.0. Yes, it is a 4.0. And wow. Kind of funny enough, if you come back here, you'll see it is the weapon of choice. Isn't that cool? Very cool. Awesome car. On the channel before, this is the Balboni edition. You've seen this car as well, a Z8, California, older Aston Martin. And this is a custom car here. Pretty interesting. Again, an old M3. This is my favorite version of the M3. This is the E30 M3, which is just very boxy style, but love it. Can't ever get over how much fun those cars are. So an old Datsun, modern Mercedes, Porsche, NSX, and I think this is an old, is it a Trabant? I don't know what this is. I am going to find out. It's a Fiat, actually. That's pretty cool. Look at that. This is the Fiat's version, a little bit of the Isetta. Kind of the same concept, small, portable car, and so there you have it. From the Walnut Street Invitational for Supercars Personified, this is Dr. M3 signing out. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook. Look for us on Twitter and Periscope. We'll be live casting some of these events as we go, so you're definitely going to want to see this. So I'm going to walk through. In fact, I'm going to start a Periscope shortly, so you're going to see all this stuff live. You'll see this video a day or so after the event, but if you want to see this stuff live and see other interesting things, you got to subscribe to me on Periscope at Dr. M3. Okay guys, look for us tomorrow for the next event from the waterfront. Cheers. Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix 2015. Dr. M3 signing out.